What up, what up, what up, weirdos? It's your boy Raindrop, Rain Dog, Rain Drizzle, my co-host, co-captain, Cole, conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify and YouTube podcast. Also, your Twitch pod. We stream every Friday and Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. It's every Friday and Saturday, same name, same game. Different comic books, different topics, but same shit, you know what I mean? Just nerds being nerds and handling business. Eventually, we'll be live on YouTube as well. Let us know in the comments if that's what you want. We can do it. Just let us know we don't know, you know what I mean? We need to know. We need to know. We need to know. We need to know you want us in here like swimwear. Unless you just want to keep it to once a week in a YouTube short here and there. That's cool. We'll do that. But just let us know. But yeah, man. I do want to give one giant shout out to James Gunn in the DC universe and everybody who worked on that movie, because Superman is doing great from what it seems like. I'm going to go see it tomorrow. That'll be this past Sunday once you guys have seen this video. I think Gigi's going tomorrow as well.
Yes.
And we can all experience Clark Kent together and discuss it and have fun. You know what I mean? I am very excited to see what they did. I'm excited to see Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, all that in the third. You know, it's gonna be the first time. Fucking, why am I blanking, dude? It's the first time for a lot of things. So, I'm just very excited. So yeah, with that being said, though, we have another very popular movie to talk about that came out recently on streaming. This is a Ryan Coogler film, directed and produced. There is a lot of big names in this, but as you probably can imagine, we're talking Sinners. Probably up there for movie of the year. Like, I mean, I haven't seen Superman yet or Fantastic Four or anything like that, but Sinners so far, like, spoiler alert, really good fucking movie.
My biggest regret is that I did not go and see this in the movie theater, because I
Oh,
felt
yeah.
like this would have been a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, the thing that you missed out in the movie theater the most is hearing the music and
Yes.
like on like on those speakers in the theater. I think because the music is fucking phenomenal. I mean, like, there's just, that is like one of the biggest important pieces of it. We'll get into that. But I don't know, dude. I was very excited. I loved every bit about it. If you don't know what Sinners is, it's a movie based in the 1930s, and Michael B. Jordan plays two twins, Stack and Smoke, and they're opening a juke joint, which is basically like a little club for African American people of the time period, Jim Crow and all that. And they get their cousin, what's his name, Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get their cousin Sammy to play guitar, and they get this other old guy who plays harmonica and piano and all that, and this girl who sings, and his ex-wife, and all these people to basically come and open up this juke joint. But at the same time, in the very beginning of the movie, there's this guy, he's basically on fire running through the desert, and he gets to these clan members' house and basically convinces them to let him in, because there's these Indians tracking him down. These Indians basically know he's a vampire, and he convinces them that these Indians were just torturing him because he was white, not because he was a vampire.
You know,
and yeah,
because racism overrides, common sense.
well, I mean, that was kind of what they were portraying, and I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
And fucking, they let him in, and that's that for that. And it pans forward to them setting up the juke joint. You know, they're doing all the this, that, the third, and I think I think I love this movie so much because this movie really takes place in one area,
Yes.
and one location. I mean, there's like two or three total, maybe four, but like the primarily most of the movie is in one location, kind of like Hateful Eight and shit like that. And I love when you can just cook, like they really set the vibes for the whole movie, and it feels like you're in a different time period. And Michael B. Jordan, dude, he fucking
Yes.
crushed it. Like he, like the stack twin, the smokestack twins or whatever. Fucking they come off so different. Like,
Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but I want to shout out Michael B. Jordan, and I want to shout out the special effects department because I legit forgot that Michael B. Jordan is not a twin. like, like I was like, who's that other guy? Oh, it's him playing two twins. I was like,
yeah,
that's
dude.
fucking special effects for you, where it's so subtle that you wouldn't even think of it. It's kind of
Well,
also the same way they did the Angel.
you're kind of a goober for that, bro. I think everybody in the world knows he's
Oh
not a
yeah, I
twin in
know.
that. I think everybody in the world knew he wasn't a real twin in that movie, other than you. Like, so.
I'm just saying, like, kudos to the whoever did that because, like, you got me.
I mean, yeah, but also fault on you for not knowing that, bro. Like,
I mean, drugs may or may not have been involved.
I'm just saying, yo. Uh
Yeah.
no, I was plenty baked for this movie. But yeah, basically the white guy in the beginning who was the vampire is Remick. He is the main villain of the movie, and basically he pulls up to the Duke joint, and they originally don't let him in because he's a white guy, and in this time period, they're not so friendly to black folk,
Yeah.
and so they're like, no, you can't come in. And vampires, if you don't know, can't come in unless they're invited. At least that's the legend, the lore. And it plays a huge role in this movie because basically Remick and his two buddies, this girl, which are the two people he turned in the very beginning of the movie who let him in. Because really, dude, there's only one vampire scene for the first hour of the movie, and then it's the last like 40 minutes of the movie is
Yeah,
where.
it's where it ramps up. They kind of took, and I was reading about this too, by the way, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't again a goober or being crazy. They referenced From Dusk Till Dawn as being sort of an inspiration, and I can sort of see that because the first half of the movie is a completely different movie than the second half. It is like
Yeah.
right in the, like that hour mark where they make that necessary like twist. And boy, does it come! And by the way, white people picking white people decisions, like Jesus fucking Christ, didn't we not say don't invite them in? like,
well, dude, no, dude.
no, I'm
Dude,
sorry,
okay,
that
well, no,
was so.
hold on. There's a huge thing that everybody needs to know. Spoiler alert. There is this white woman who used to fuck one of the twins. She used to fuck Stack. She used to fuck Stack, which I love Stack in the movie before he turns and all that.
Yes.
And she's allowed in the juke joint only because they only let her in originally because of that. And then Stack lets her go out because they realize like they're not going to make enough money. So they're like, yo, go
Yeah.
find out if these white people got money. So she goes out. And when she goes out there to talk to Remick, that's when they turn her. And that's when the whole movie flips. That's when my anxiety took over. I was like, when I saw Cornbread let her in the door, I was like, I literally out loud was like, no, don't let that bitch in the door. No. Hold on, I'm not done. Because it has been a long time since a movie, like, I went and saw Longlegs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I did not one time during that movie be like, oh no, I don't know how this is about to play out. Like this is about to be bad. Like I don't know how they're gonna get out of this. And this movie, I was like, that movie, I did not feel like that. This movie, though, like for the last hour, I was just like, oh fuck, man, oh fuck, man, this is getting worse and worse and worse. More people are becoming vampires. Like,
Um, first of all, like for me, that moment was the scene before where she and him are talking, and she goes, "Let me feel them out."
I
I
mean
was
that.
like, no, 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 no. That's where that conversation should have ended with a
Well,
hard no.
see, I agree. I would have agreed if we would have known that gun that she got given wasn't going to do anything at that point. We did not know. Like, we know in lore that guns don't do anything to vampires, but this is a
She didn't know that, like they
yeah,
don't
but
know that.
it wasn't even established in the movie yet or not, though, what the actual, like, like the
What
only thing
makes
we
it hard? Yeah.
the only thing we knew at that point was door and sunlight. Like that's all we knew. So, and then Cornbread had to go take a piss. Cornbread just had to go fucking take a
Oh,
pee.
and by the way, the cast in this is so good. So
Yeah,
funny when
dude.
they needed to be funny. I loved Cornbread, especially like when he's sitting there like being a bouncer. Like,
Oh
it was
yeah,
some of the
dude.
funniest shit ever.
That's fucking. I mean, the whole cast was fucking stacked, dude. Like, I mean, like it just went fucking crazy. Everybody did their fucking role. Everybody crushed. I mean, they even had Buddy Guy show up in it.
Yes.
He made most of the music, I believe. I could be wrong about that. Um, I had a tweet or a thread go viral after watching it. I posted a video of Remick singing that Dumplin' song when they're all
Yes.
outside. And if you look in the back, I had to do it, dude, because when I watched it, Cornbread is like they're all turned. But if you watch all of them, Cornbread is hitting the shit harder than everybody in the background, dude. And I was like, my boy started spitting that demonic shit, and my boy Cornbread felt that shit, bro. Like my boy Cornbread was the most like vibed out vampire in the group, like more than anybody. Like when he showed up and just ate homie that they wouldn't let in the door again, that they accidentally thought was dead. Fucking, oh my god, dude. He was like, oh, don't worry about him. He'll be okay. And I'm like, he's dead. Like, what do you mean, dude? Like,
I would also like to point out for me the one that I was like, oh fuck no, this bitch is nuts, is the fucking Charlie Manson vampire. Love is love.
oh my
And I'm
god,
like,
yeah.
oh no, I'm out. And for that reason, white people, I'm out.
Dude, it really came down to the Lee Jun, Grace Chow's character,
Yes.
the shop owner's wife. She said, "Fuck them vampires, let them in."
Yes.
And that was raps, bro. Like that was fucking raps. I was like everybody online though was saying fuck her, like they should have waited out till the
Oh.
morning. But the problem is if they would have waited out till the morning, they would have just killed the whole town and everybody would have been a vampire, and then eventually they would have all just came back. You know what I mean? Like it just would have been, it would just like spread like the plague. So like
Yeah. I like how these vampires are like a disease, and the way that it is spread, and also like I like the Salem's Lot also did it, the light in the eyes kind of.
Well,
thing.
they did red eyes, if I'm correct on this one.
Yeah.
Salem's Lot does like the yellow glowing eyes.
Yeah, or like even just like the dead eye light right there was just, like so unnerving to look at, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's like I like these vampires. They're very 30 Days of Night reminiscent. You know?
Yeah, dude. No,
Um,
I that and like they were gruesome. Like I like how like they
yeah,
kind of like transform and like I love when a vampire movie it's not just oh I have sharp teeth. I love when
yeah,
it's like and they got
yeah,
claws and
and
shit. I mean, dude, and also I love that the movie starts from the very end and then it recaps
yes,
because I had no clue that holy fuck man because like Remick only found them because he heard Sammy's voice because
yes.
apparently like music is like crazy to vampires like
Or, they said the way they framed it up in the movie is that like like good spirits and evil spirits. So it's like if you play well, you
yeah
can summon like an angel, or like if you
well it's
kind of well,
I'm just
also
saying I'm saying in an easy term
yeah,
music is crazy
well,
for vampires like they're attracted to it
yeah, it's like to me almost reminiscent of like Charlie Daniels band, Devil Went Down to Georgia, kind of deal. It's
yeah
the music that does something that like brings the rhythm, and I loved that they incorporated that.
oh
I
yeah
love
dude
every single thing about this movie. This might be one of my favorite movies. Honestly, honest to God. Um,
it's a banger dude I mean I I definitely put it up there. I need it on my shelf cuz I have a collection of vampire movies. So like
yeah,
I 100% need this like in the collection like I'm trying I don't know. I want the DVD, but I've seen a bunch of people do a VHS boot of it, like a
I feel like
custom.
this on VHS would be beautiful.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Um,
sick, dude. I think it'd be fucking wild too. Like, I mean, I think it'd be dope. So
dude,
I don't know.
truthfully, they you could have made this movie like in the 90s and it would still have been pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the special effects and stuff, it works out so that like it seems timeless. But the themes are the thing that like transcend the movie.
They
I'm gonna
couldn't
be
have made
honest.
this in the '90s because they didn't have this cast or the producer or director.
That is that is true.
I don't think
That
it would
is
have. Been,
true.
I don't think it would have been the same. I think Michael B. Jordan himself like makes this movie. Like him and Omar Benson Miller, who plays fucking Cornbread. Like all those people. Like it was just like this. I don't agree with you. I think this lined up at the right time in the right place, and it was made at the perfect time, and that's why it did so well. I think if you made a '90s version of it, it would have been entertaining. But I think because it was made for
Yeah,
IMAX.
you're
It was filmed on like fucking
also
whatever that.
kind of like to prove your point on that. Back in the 90s, they would have done something like the vampires would have melted or they would have caught fire. I love the fact that in this movie, when you stake a vampire, it's just a bloody mess.
Yeah,
You know,
just fucking gross.
like,
They
like
did they
there's
did burn up at the end though in the sunlight.
yeah, but he got staked and then like hit with sunlight, so it's like dead and dead.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I mean, it is like the thing is though, it's not just a horror movie. Like it's like an actual like film. Like it's cinema. Like I'm not saying
yeah,
horror movies can't be cinema, but like there's a lot of different themes and it's much
um,
more than just a vampire movie. You know what I mean? Like we said, like an hour of it, there's no vampires, like it's all like background and music and
yep.
everything else.
So I got two real quick facts if you want.
Yeah.
About Sinners specifically, just to wrap it up. If you want to.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right. So first of all, a lot of the costumes from this
Oh
movie
yeah, they were
came
used.
from the Rejected Blade.
Yeah, which makes
Another
sense because
fact.
Coogler did. I mean, he's worked with Marvel, so they probably reached out and were like, "Yo, you want these shits?" Like we ain't doing shit with them.
Um, by the way, there's a lot of times in Hollywood where that happens, where a lot of like famous bits of wardrobe or movie memorabilia just get recycled and recycled and recycled.
Oh, I believe it.
The other interesting thing is that it's referenced in the movie about how they got the booze for the juke joint. So they were
Oh
obviously in
yeah.
Chicago. It is implied that they stole the wine from Al Capone and they stole the beer from the Irish. That is actually one of the reasons why Al Capone and the Irish gang didn't get along, because there was a stolen liquor order between the two of them. So the movie kind of implies that this is what happened to it.
Yeah, yeah. It was the twins. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Fucking.
Like, to add to the authenticity,
Who was your favorite twin?
I gotta say, I don't want to get them confused, so I'm gonna say the one that had the hoodoo
Oh my god.
mama.
Oh
He
my
was
god.
my
That was
favorite. I gotta be
that's
honest with you.
smoke, man. Come on.
Yes, I liked him because in the end he chose to acknowledge what she actually wanted. And it's also like Deus Ex Machina. If somebody says, if I get turned, shoot me in the head, guess what? You're shooting them in the head, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I don't know. I
And
guess.
the fact that he did that for her was like, yeah, I can see why.
I think. I think I like Stack the most because he was just so suave. I like his care. I like his. I like the way he carries himself. He was a smooth criminal. I like that. I like that. I like that about him. You know what I mean? Suave. He got swagger. I fuck with that about him. It was there's and the fact that he could roll a cigarette for his brother. That's my kind of man. I dig that
I
guy.
love that scene at the end where he's like,
Trying to do it, but he can't
yeah, and
fucking.
he's just freaking out too. And then like when he goes to kill all the clan members, it's just like, hey, let me steal a cigarette
Oh
from you real quick.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Yeah, dude, just fucking lays it into him, dude. I was kind of sad that I won't spoil the cutscene. You guys got to
No,
watch the movie to see the cutscene. Um, I probably rate this. Gigi's probably gonna rate it higher than I am, so be prepared for my rating. I give it an 8.5. I think it was an eight
okay.
five personally. I loved it. I loved every bit about it. Um, but I don't. I think there's certain people that I know wouldn't enjoy this, and it's not because this movie's a bad movie. I think it's just that it it's kind of a smart movie.
Yeah,
Like I think it
it's
might
a
I think it
thinking.
might
Yeah,
I think it might I think it might go over a few people's head of how good of a movie it fucking is, cuz it's just not like your blatant vampire movie, you know what I mean? Like so
yeah.
but I think it's an 8.5. I think it's I already rewatched it again. So I think that tells you enough that I'm going to it's gonna be a yearly watch for me, like especially
Oh,
like during
definitely.
Halloween.
I feel like this is more of like this is going to sound weird, but I do believe that there are certain movies that can be watched in the summertime, and that makes perfect sense. Because like to me, like this isn't the deep South, Louisiana. It's hot and oppressive. They're hanging
Hey,
out in the
yeah.
bar and drinking. To me, I'm like, this is a summer horror movie where like some horrible shit is about to happen to you.
I just don't watch horror movies other than October, really, to be honest. Like,
Fair.
unless it's like for the pod. I don't know. I'm like, I try to keep it seasonal because I used to overdo it and I stopped watching horror movies for a while because I just like, I was grit.
To be honest with you, man, there was a couple of years where I stopped watching horror movies because I felt like it was repetitive. Like it's a haunted house, ooh ah, it's a serial
Yeah,
killer,
you
ooh
know,
ah.
you
Like
know, man.
even like the vampire stuff was kind of like Vampire took a weird turn from horror into fantasy, and I think Underworld had a lot to do with that. So, but like, it just kind of felt like, oh great, they're remaking all these movies. I'm glad now, even though some of them are more favorite horror movies that have come out are remakes, they're at least like good in their core.
My favorite horror movie to come out was a Hulu original, and that was that
Yeah,
what the fuck was that? Carved. I loved
carved.
Carved. I want somebody to make me a custom on VHS. Like I feel like that would look awesome on a CRTV, RTTV or whatever.
Oh, absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely.
that movie was fucking funny as shit too, dude. Like it was.
That movie had no business being as good as it was.
Fuck no. I had so little faith in it. And then I watched it and I was like, this is guaranteed getting watched every October. Like maybe twice or three
Yeah,
times. Like I might watch it at the beginning of October and then I may watch it closer to Halloween type shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a killer pumpkin, dude. Like on a
yeah.
Halloween party, like festival thing. Like what more do you want in October? Like, and the thing is like they know what it is. They know what kind of movie it is. So they lean heavy into like the funny jokes and the blood. So it's like you get like a
But also,
funny fuck joke and then a head cut off. Sorry, I just had to rant about that. I
like,
love that movie.
I like it, I love when horror movie characters actually have brains and actually make smart decisions. Like Carved had a lot of characters like that. That
Oh
some of
yeah.
them bit the ones that bit the dust were the ones that kind of had it coming because you know. But like it's the same thing with this too. Is like ones that were smart, like Ellen Ripley, when they bring John Hurt with the fucking face hugger, was like straight up leave his ass on the planet. You know,
Yeah,
smart decision making.
yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, which doesn't happen often in horror movies, so
No,
it is
which is
nice when it does. It is
yeah.
nice when it does. So I have to agree with you on that one. I definitely agree with you on that one.
One thing too about Sinners, real quick. I want to point out as an occultist that I kind of appreciated was her definition of what a vampire was, right? Because she talked about haints and stuff, which are like just evil spirits of the South. But she said that vampires were specifically something different. It is something that when the person dies, their soul is still trapped in their body, and that is actual vampire lore, you
Okay,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So like they're different kinds of vampires. So there's the ones like that where they're completely animated, and then there are ones that are like the demon possessed corpse. So it means that something jumped into the body like after they died. That's I just like that they made that distinction.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think he did some good research. There was a lot of different like hocus pocus nonsense in there that fucking or whatever,
But it felt real, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, I was saying like at least like it's shit that people like have written about and stuff. It wasn't like he just like pulled it out of his ass, like
Yeah.
So that was cool. Make sure you watch it. It's on Prime and Max if you want to watch it with your subscription for free. If not, you can buy it on Amazon for $20. I'm buying a physical DVD after we end this actually, so it'll show up here by Tuesday. The DVD is 20, the Blu-ray is more. So do what you will with that info. And remember, we stream every Friday and Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. That's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday and Saturday. Braindead X TV. Also, make sure you follow us on Threads and everywhere else, TikTok, all that, and the third. And yeah, next week I think we're switching back to a comic book review. So or maybe Superman. We'll see. Superman be kind of like out the news by then probably. So maybe we'll do Maybe we'll do a Superman comic. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
review a
sure.
Superman.
Or
Yeah.
maybe we both like hate this movie and never want to talk about Superman ever again, you know?
Don't say that. I'd be so bummed. I'd be like, you're all liars. How dare you? How dare you all do this just to convince me to waste my money? I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's going to be fucking awesome. But remember, never offended, always recommended. You guys have a great night. Peace.